Alright everyone, today I'm taking a look at Transformers Earthrise Commander Class Skylynx. Let's get to it. I picked up Skylynx here from In-Demand Toys. They're a great online store and they occasionally have in exclusive Transformers and Marvel Legends figures, so I recommend checking them out. I picked up Skylynx mainly because I have a lot of nostalgia for the character. Skylynx appeared in a lot of my favourite, and in my opinion the best, G1 episodes, such as The Return of Optimus Prime, Call of the Primitives, The Big Broadcast. He even appeared in a lot of great comic books as well. He was a lot of fun back in the Marvel Transformers days and the IDW days. Well, he's still in IDW, but he hasn't appeared yet in the new series, so fingers crossed. I did however pick up the Combiner Wars version, which was okay. It was a Voyager class figure, it obviously wasn't big enough, and rather than being a triple changer in the way Skylynx transforms into his 3 different modes, he instead transformed from Space Shuttle to Dino Blast mode, and then to a torso, and depending on where you were in the world, you could either combine him with other Combiner Wars figures to make Sky Rain, or if you're over in Japan, you could pick him up as part of a Unite Warriors box set, which came with mainly the same Autobots to make his limbs, but a few alterations. It was probably the only way actually to pick up a Combiner Wars / Unite Warriors Ratchet, so actually if you can find it, pick it up, they're quite good figures. This combining version of Skylynx also made its way into the IDW comics in the Combiner Wars storyline issue. It was okay, I think it was like 2 issues he appeared in, kicked Superion around for a bit, and then was never seen again. This figure comes packaged in a great looking box. It's a lovely bit of artwork on the front and around the side, showing Skylynx in his 2 beast modes fighting off against the Coneheads, which should be released sometime soon, hopefully. He comes packaged with the same blast effects that Siege and Mega Supreme had, except these ones are just all the same colour of plastic. And it's a nice shade of orange, but I prefer the Mega Supremes a little bit because they were actually painted, but saying that, these are meant to be flame rather than explosion, so either way. And of course Skylynx is covered in ports to attach them, and all of his beast mode mouths have little bits on the end of their tongues, so he can look like he's breathing fire, which actually looks quite good. Starting off in his combined Dino Blast mode, I just wanted to get this out of the way first. I don't know if it's just my copy, but the 2 parts don't stick together very well. I think it's the little latch at the front is meant to have a spring which keeps it secure, so the whole thing stays together. Yeah, mine isn't quite strong enough in the spring, so while he looks good here, if I try and pick him up, the top half will 99 times out of 100 just fall off because there's enough tension to keep it on. It's annoying, but I'm not going to go flying him around the room. And speaking of the top half falling off, I might as well get this one done first. The top half of him is of course Sky, which is the main shuttle bit, which transforms into a dinosaur bird. It's basically it's the top half of his most well-known mode with 2 spindly chicken legs. It doesn't look bad, it just isn't my favourite of the modes you can take on. I mean, it looks okay, I think it just has trouble sort of staying up on those 2 tiny legs. Those tiny legs are well articulated, and the claw's actually quite strong. You can hold up a little, I don't know, Micro Master or a little guy and just have him be picked up by Skylynx and flown away. As I said, this part of Skylynx transforms into a shuttle, which is actually a good looking space shuttle. It's even got the official NASA logo across the side, which obviously means they must have got sponsorship or permission, so yeah, someone must have paid a decent price for that. It's a fine looking shuttle, there's not much more I can really say about it. It's got the name Magnificence on the side, which I think is nice, but really, couldn't I get Commander Modesty? That's what it should have had. The back of the shuttle obviously has ports so you can plug in the blast effects, which make it look like it's firing through space. They actually work quite well there, and I actually like that. I might occasionally keep them like that on the shelves. Okay, I can't lie on this, my favourite part of Skylynx is Lynx. I mean, look at him, he is best boy cat doggo. He looks amazing, and he's probably 75% the reason I actually bought this figure. He pulls off a really great looking cat, dog, puma, whatever you want mode, and it just looks so good. I really love it, and it's got this real great sort of like Thundercats vibe. You can imagine just there going roaring at the thunder and the lightning as he tears through Decepticons. And yes, I have discovered 3D effects on Filmmaker, so he even looks tough enough to take on the apex predator of my garden, the savage, the destructive Lenny, Lenny, come back, Lenny, go. Ugh. Lynx, of course, transforms into the brick. I don't know what else to call this. It's a brick. I know it's meant to be like a landing and takeoff pad for the shuttle, but it's just a brick with offset treads and... it's uninspiring, really. It just looks naff. I mean, it's got to exist. But it does do one thing really, really well. It actually transforms into a really great base mode. It's got aspects of Fortress Maximus and a sort of Scorponok-esque design. I really like this. I actually like this more than the official one, which I will unfortunately get to in a second. Ooh. You can even deck out this unofficial base mode into a real great combat base. I mean, this actually might be my favourite way of displaying the figure. Stick a couple of Micro Masters, some Battle Masters, some very small deluxes at the back, and loads of blast effect parts, and it just looks really good. It even transforms from stationary base mode to this gun turret battle emplacement. This is actually the best part of the figure. It's definitely hands down better than the official base mode, which, well, look at this thing. There's no getting around it. It just looks naff. I get why they have to put a base mode in these things. It's part of the line-wide gimmick at the moment, but it looks awful. The shuttle is just sat there, badly balanced. The shuttle doesn't clip in properly anywhere. It's just there. It doesn't even really transform. It just opens up its cargo bay doors and just stands there. I mean, the road doesn't even clip to it. You couldn't even... Like, they couldn't even have the shuttle attached to the road as a securing anchoring point. It just balances there badly. Now, if you want to combine the two together and you haven't got room to have them in fully spread out Dino Blast mode, the traditional shuttle mode looks good. I mean, Skylynx has never really been the most aerodynamic of designs, but you know, the shuttle with the giant blob or block underneath him still looks good. I mean, it's iconic. I have a soft spot for it. Okay, so what are my thoughts on the figure? Well, I do like it. I'm annoyed that my copy doesn't stick together properly, and I think I might be able to fix that with taking it apart and retightening the spring, I hope. But do I recommend him? Yeah. Go get him. He's Skylynx. I mean, what can I say? You know, Commander Modesty himself. You know, if ever you're lost, just think, what would Skylynx do in my position? And you will not go far wrong. Okay, that wasn't that bit. Okay, that's it, folks. Until next time, stay safe, stay sane, and keep on rolling. And I'll see you all again. Ta-da!